Hello, hello everyone. Can you hear me? Please tell me who is there. कोनी आलय का ऑनलाइन लेक्चर स्टार्ट हो गया भाई, चलो आ जाओ जल्दी। कहाँ पे हो तुम लोग? हेलो, यस यस यस, प्रारंभ कोमल, वेरी गुड। चलो, तो कैन आई स्टार्ट लेक्चर? साहिल, कैन आई स्टार्ट स्टूडेंट लेक्चर? सब लोग आ गए? यस और नो? चलो, so we'll start. Yes, very good. That's the spirit I want. चलो, so we'll start. कहाँ थे हम लोग लास्ट लेक्चर? What we were talking about? What? Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes, Vishwajit is saying cationic complexes. We were talking about the rules. ठीक है? So we will see the rules one more time. Just we will have a look on the rules for cationic complexes. The first rule for cationic complexes is name of the ligand present in the square bracket are written first. The name of ligand present in the square bracket are written first. Okay. And for the naming of ligands, there are some rules. For example, if there are two or more types of ligand, two is negative ligand you have to write first, then neutral ligand you have to write, and at the end positive ligand is you have to write. For example, if no negative ligand is there, then you have to write neutral ligand first and then positive ligand. Okay. Chalo. Okay. Then the next ligand. Now, if there are two ligands of same type, then follow the alphabetical order. For example, there are two ligands which is negative ligand, for example nitro and chloro. For example, nitro and chloro. Now both are negative ligands, then in such cases you have to follow the alphabetical order. For example, nitro and chloro, you will write chloro first. Okay, so this is the second rule. Third rule is what? After the naming of ligands, the name of metal is written as it is with oxidation state. क्या लिखना है ligand के बाद आप लोगों को लिखना है the name of metal, and here no specific ending is for metal. You have to write the metal as it is with oxidation state, and for some metal Latin names are used, that we have seen while discussing the cationic complexes. And the last rule is at the end name of anion is written. Name of anion means name of counter anion which is present after the square bracket. Okay, so that you have to write. For example, sulfate is there, chloro is there, chloride is there, bromide is there. Don't write chloro, bromo, iodo. Okay, for counter anion you have to write chloride, bromide, iodide, fluoride, nitride. Okay, so these are the some rules of cationic complexes. Then we will see the example. Example is CO NH3 6 Cl3. This ligand is there, and you have to write the IUPAC nomenclature for this complex. So first things, or first you have to do first you have to identify whether the given compound is positive, anionic, cationic or non-ionic. So tell me, this compound cobalt compound is cationic, anionic or non-ionic compound? Tell me. It is a cationic compound. Yes, Jay is saying cationic, Vishwajit is also saying cationic, Akshada. So correct, very good. You have understood how to identify. Very good, very good. Chalo. Then why it is cationic complexes? Because counter anion is present. Don't say, sir, we are discussing about cationic complexes, that's why it has to be cationic complex. It is, don't say like that. You have to identify Cl3 is there, that is Cl3 is a negative charge, so it is counter anion. Counter anion को आप निकाल दोगे तो complex पे और coordination pair पे positive charge आ जाएगा, and you know that positive charge means it is a cationic compound. ठीक है, so while writing it is written as a amine, double M here. In ethylene diamine you have to write single M. This is the rule, and only for ammonia or amine ligand you have to write AMMINE. Okay, so first rule is what? The ligand present inside the square brackets are written first. So ligand is amine. How many ligands are there? 6 ligands are there. So we will write hexaamine. We will write hexaamine. Then after the naming of ligand you have to write the name of metal. So hexaamine, metal is cobalt. Hexaamine cobalt. Then you have to write oxidation state. Oxidation state you have to write in bracket, parenthesis, in Roman numericals with proper sign. So tell me the oxidation state of cobalt in this compound. चलो fast, जल्दी से बोलो. +3. Very good. Oxidation state is +3. Tris chloride. Simply you have to write 3 chloride. द नंबर ऑफ anion इज टेकन केयर बाय द ऑक्सीडेशन स्टेट। अगर यहाँ पे +3 है, दैट मीन्स दिस क्लोराइड का नंबर कितना है, थ्री क्लोराइड से, ठीक है। सो देख लेते हम, करेक्ट, हेक्साअमाइन कोबाल्ट 3 क्लोराइड। राइट डाउन द नेम ऑफ दिस कॉम्प्लेक्स, हेक्साअमाइन कोबाल्ट 3 क्लोराइड। समझ में आया सब लोगों को, हाउ टू गिव द नेम टू कैटायनिक कंपाउंड? समझ में आ रहा है? यस और नो? कळतंय का सगळ्यांना? वेरी गुड, प्रिया, नेहा, पूजा, सुप्रीत, ठीक है। चलो, सो विल मूव फॉरवर्ड, आगे चलते। वेरी गुड, दीपाली, वर्षा, अक्षदा, रेणुका, ठीक है, वेरी गुड, वेरी गुड, वेरी गुड। अरे वाह 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 वाह, ऑल आर देयर, ऑल आर देयर, वेरी गुड। चलो, क्या करना है आप लोगों को? नाउ यू हैव टू गिव द नेम फॉर दिस कंपाउंड, यू हैव टू गिव द नेम फॉर दिस कंपाउंड्स। बट वहां पे कुछ क्वेश्चंस दिख रहे हैं मुझको। क्या दिख रहे हैं? क्वेश्चंस दिख रहे हैं। क्या क्वेश्चन है? क्वेश्चन नंबर 1, व्हाट इज द टाइप ऑफ दिस कंपाउंड? First you have to tell the type of this compound, then you have to tell the oxidation state on CMA, that is iron Fe. Then what is the name of this compound that you have to write, which is obviously IUPAC name you have to write, and where this complex is formed. So first of all, tell me what is the type of this compound? It is a cationic compound. Very good. It is a cationic compound. Why? Because sulfate is there, and sulfate is an ion. Sulfate is an ion. If you write the structure of sulfate, it is like this: SO double bond O, double bond O, O minus, O minus. Two negative charge is present. Two negative charge is present. For example, if you write H here, EH here, it will become H2SO4. It will become H2SO4, sulfuric acid. And if you remove this hydrogen, then it will get form a sulfate anion. So its compound is cationic. Very good. Then what is the oxidation state on CMA? What is the oxidation state on CMA? Central metal atom. Oxidation state. Calculate the oxidation state. कॉपी पेन ले लो और कैलकुलेट करो जल्दी से। अरमाय सिंह +3। एनीबडी एल्स? क्या सब लोगों की +3 आ रही? रोहनी सिंह -1, सुप्रीत मोरे +3। एनीबडी एल्स? कृष्ण प्रिया, वेयर आर यू? सुप्रीत, विश्वजीत इज सेइंग +1। गुड, किसी का तो भी अलग आया है भाई। चलो, विश्वजीत की +1 आ गई है। व्हाट अबाउट अदर्स? जय रत्न पारखी, जय सेइंग -1। क्या है? Krishna Priya, very good, +1. Now you will see very uncommon thing here, it for Fe, but here Fe shows +1 oxidation state. Fe shows +1 oxidation state, very uncommon. And in +1 oxidation state, Fe is stable. In this compound, Fe is stable, but generally the stable oxidation state of Fe is +3 and +2. +3 is more stable than +2 and +1. ठीक है? But in this compound, this is anomalous behavior of Fe. In this compound, Fe is showing +1 oxidation state. बड़ी मजे की बात है, आपको ऐसा कहीं दिखने को नहीं मिलेगा। आयरन +1 oxidation state शो करता है। ठीक है? Then tell me the name of this compound. It is a cationic compound. It is a cationic compound. That means you have to follow the rules of cationic compounds. And while writing the name of cationic compound, the ligand present in the square bracket, they are written first. But suppose in case there are two types of ligand, suppose in case there are two types of ligand, here H2 is there, H2 is there and NO is there. So these two are different types of ligand. H2O is neutral ligand, H2O is neutral ligand, and NO plus is positive ligand. NO plus is positive ligand. So while writing the name of such compounds, you have to follow the rules for ligand. और ligand के कुछ अपने रूल्स है. क्या रूल्स है? कौन सी ऑर्डर है? फर्स्ट यू हैव टू राइट न्यूट्रल नेगेटिव लिगैंड. इफ नेगेटिव लिगैंड इज प्रेजेंट, देन यू हैव टू राइट द न्यूट्रल लिगैंड एंड देन पॉजिटिव लिगैंड. सो यहाँ पे नेगेटिव लिगैंड इज एब्सेंट, न्यूट्रल लिगैंड है एक्वा. सो यू विल राइट एक्वा फर्स्ट, यू विल राइट एक्वा फर्स्ट. पेंटा एक्वा करेक्ट. ग्रीशा ने करेक्ट लिखा था, चल गए मेरे कमेंट. नाइट्रोनियम, NO is called as nitronium. NO is positive ligand and you have to end the positive ligand with IUM. That is the rule and we have followed this rule. ठीक है. Penta, aqua, nitronium. Then name of metal. Name of metal is iron. Name of metal is iron and you have to write the oxidation state. Oxidation state is +1. Penta, aqua, nitronium, iron, or you can write iron you can write. Then you have to write the counter anion sulfate, SULPHATE. So this is the compound penta, aqua, nitronium, iron +1 sulfate. Then where this compound is formed? Where this compound is formed? Tell me first. You know very well. Penta, aqua, nitroso, ferrous 1 sulfate. Correct. It is also correct. Where this compound is formed, you know very well. कहाँ पे compound ये form होता है? It is formed in, or it is a brown ring complex. It is brown ring complex. It is brown ring complex. During the detection of anion or acidic radical, that is during the detection of nitrate, this compound is formed, and due to this compound you get the brown ring at the junction of two liquid. Brown ring is formed with the indication or CT for nitrate ion present in the your given inorganic salt. ठीक है, चलो एक बार देख लेते हैं. It is a cationic complex. Fe+1, ये भी हम लोगों ने करेक्ट बोला है. cationic is correct. Fe+1. पेंटा एक्वा, यहाँ पे एक्वा होना चाहिए, लिखा नहीं है. पेंटा एक्वा, नाइट्रोसोनियम और नाइट्रोनियम you can write iron 1 sulfate and it is formed in brown ring test. It is formed in brown ring test for the detection of acidic radical, that is nitrate. ठीक है, चलो समझ में आ रहा है सब लोगों को? Like this, here if you see this compound is there, our brown ring is formed during the junction of two liquids and which is used for the detection of nitrate, NO3. So due to this compound we get this brown color ring. Due to this compound we get brown color ring. ठीक है, समझ में आ रहा है सब लोगों को? समझ में आ रहा है? Example. For example, you have to write the name for this compound and you people tell me the name for this compound. चलो जल्दी. You have to follow all the rules while give the name to this compound. You have to follow all the rules. ठीक है, चलो. Now tell me the name for this compound. Okay, name to this compound. it is a platinum complex. It is a platinum complex. CMA is platinum. CMA is platinum. Ammonia ligand is present, nitro ligand is present, chloro is also present, and counter anion. So this is a cationic complex. This is cationic compound. Chloronitro tetraamine platinum 4 sulfate. वेरी गुड मानसी, वेरी गुड. चलो करेक्ट बोल दिया है. इट इज अ cationic compound. It is a cationic compound, and you have to follow the rules. Now this is neutral ligand. This is neutral ligand. It is negative ligand. This one is also negative ligand. So both these two are a negative ligand. That means you have to follow the alphabetical order. You have to follow the alphabetical order, and alphabetically chlorine comes first. So chloro, then nitro, chloronitro tetraamine, chloronitro tetraamine, then platinum oxidation state sulfate. This is the name of this compound. Tell me oxidation state. Total charge on the compound is 0, so platinum will show +4 oxidation state. Platinum will show +4 oxidation state. ठीक है. So chloronitro tetraamine platinum 4 sulfate. This is the name of this compound. ठीक है, समझ में आया. क्लोरोनाइट्रो टेट्राअमाइन प्लेटिनम. ठीक है, मानसी ने करेक्ट बोल दिया. +4 इज द ऑक्सीडेशन स्टेट. +4 इज द ऑक्सीडेशन स्टेट. ठीक है, समझ में आया. डाइयूपेक नॉमेनक्लेचर फॉर कैटायनिक कॉम्प्लेक्सेस. चलो, देन वी विल गो टू द, यस करेक्ट, पूजा इज सेइंग +4. समझ में आ रहा है सब लोगों को. तो चलो, वी विल सी द नॉन आयोनिक कॉम्प्लेक्सेस. लास्ट एंड बेस्ट टाइप. नॉन आयोनिक कॉम्प्लेक्सेस. नॉन आयोनिक कॉम्प्लेक्सेस मीन्स चार्ज ऑन दिस coordination sphere or coordination complex is 0 or no charge present. No charge. So these compounds are called as non ionic compound. Now we'll see the rules. Oh, very simple. क्या है? The rule number 1, the non-ionic complexes are named as per the rules of cationic complexes. That means the rules for non-ionic and cationic complexes is, the rules for cationic and non-ionic complexes are same. So just you have to remember for the rules for anionic complexes and cationic complexes. ठीक है, कैटायनिक और नॉन आयनिक कॉम्प्लेक्सेस के रूल्स सिमिलर है. तो क्या रूल्स है आप लोगों को याद है सभी रूल्स? ठीक है. सो विद दिस वी विल गिव द नेम टू दिस कंपाउंड. द नेम टू दिस कंपाउंड्स. सो द फर्स्ट रूल इज व्हाट? फर्स्ट रूल इज द लिगैंड और the molecules which is present inside the square bracket, they are written first. So यहाँ पे कितने ligands है? यहाँ पे 2 ligands है. This is ammonia ligand. Which is neutral ligand. And this is chloro, which is a negative ligand. So the order क्या है? Order you have to write neutral ligand first, then negative ligands you have to write first, then the neutral ligand. So here chloro, that means how many chloro is there? 3 chloride. So trichloro, triamine, very simple. Cobalt हो गया, वेरी सिंपल. ट्राइक्लोरो, ट्राइअमाइन, कोबाल्ट. ऑक्सीडेशन स्टेट Correct. Puja plus 3. Oxidation state is plus 3. Trichloro, triamine, cobalt plus 3. Correct. Trichloro, triamine, cobalt plus 3. So these are the non-ionic compounds. These are the non-ionic compounds. Now you tell me the name for this compound. Now you tell me the name for this compound. Tell me the name for this compound. NiCO4. NiCO4. And you have to also tell me where this compound is used. And tell me the where this compound is used. Uses of coordination compounds. कहाँ पे यूज किया जाता है NiCO4. First, it is a non-ionic compounds. See, this ligand is carbon monoxide ligand. This ligand is carbon monoxide. Carbon monoxide. In coordination chemistry language, it is called as carbonyl. In coordination chemistry language, it is called as carbonyl. Tetracarbonyl nickel. Vishwajit. What is the oxidation state? What about oxidation state? Rohan, Krishna Priya, you have not written oxidation state. Tetracarbonyl nickel. What about oxidation state? Yes, used for purification of nickel. Krishna Priya ने सही आंसर दिया. It is used for the purification of nickel. Oxidation state is 0. So don't forget to write that oxidation state. It is very, very important. Now you are telling Shivani is saying 0, Krishna Priya is saying. So why don't you write that? Right in IUPAC nomenclature, oxidation state is very, very important. If you don't know oxidation state, you cannot write its structure or its chemical formula. Oxidation state is very, very important. If you have given this name and you have told to write the structure for these compounds, how will you write? Instead of oxidation state or without oxidation state, you cannot write the structure or chemical formula for these compounds. In exam, they can ask you other way around also. They will give you the IUPAC name and you have to write the structure or chemical formula for that IUPAC name. Okay, so oxidation state is very important. And where this complex is used? It is used in the purification of nickel, and that process is called as a Mons process. That process is called as Mons process. That process is called as a Mons process. We have seen in SYBSC while studying organometallic compound. It is one of the method to prepare organic compound. If you take a impure nickel and if you pass carbon monoxide over that nickel, you will get this NiCO4, and after you decompose this complex at a high temperature, you will get pure nickel and carbon monoxide. You will get pure nickel and carbon monoxide. So this is the principle they have used in the Mons process. And this Mons process, why the name is given? Because this reaction was carried out in Mons laboratory. The name of that laboratory is Mons. That's why that process is called as a Mons process. Okay? It is used for the purification of nickel. So these are the non-ionic complexes. Okay? So we'll go to the next. Next point is naming of prefix. Very important. So what is the rule? So this is the rule. Only one rule. Write down naming of prefix. Next point. And rules you write down. When name of ligand has a prefix, rule number 1 is when the name of ligand has a prefix such as a di, tri, tetra. If the name of ligand has a prefix such as a di, tri, tetra, then to avoid confusion, prefix bis is used, tris is used, tetrakis is used to indicate the number of ligand. Now you people tell me the ligand which has a prefix such as a di, tri, tetra. ठीक है। ऐसे कौन से लिगेंड है जिसमें ऑलरेडी नंबर आता है, ऐसे कौन से लिगेंड है जिसमें ऑलरेडी नंबर इज प्रेजेंट. फॉर एग्जांपल डाई इज प्रेजेंट, ट्राई इज प्रेजेंट, टेट्रा इज प्रेजेंट. दिस डाई, ट्राई, टेट्रा दे आर नंबर. सो यू पीपल टेल मी द लिगेंड which has the number in that, which has the number in that. ठीक है, बोलो कौन से लिगेंड है ऐसे, बोलो जल्दी. कौन से लिगेंड है ऐसे कि जिसमें डाई, ट्राई, टेट्रा है. ट्राइन, वेरी गुड. डाइन, वेरी गुड. ग्रीशा, ग्रीशा, डाइन, ट्राइन. एंड वेरी सिंपल इज दिस वन, ईएन. वेरी सिंपल इज ईएन. इथिलीन डायमाइन, करेक्ट. मानसी इज करेक्ट. इथिलीन, इथिलीन डायमाइन. bis, tris, tetrakis. If di is present in the ligand, so instead of di you have to write bis. If tris is present, instead of tris you have to write tri is present, instead of tri you have to write tris, and tetra is present you have to write tetrakis. भाई डोंट टेक इट अदरवाइज. गलत भाव में ले लो, मत ले लो इसको, ये केमिस्ट्री की लैंग्वेज है. ठीक है, गलत भाव में मत ले लो. This is a chemistry language. Tetra, if present, tetra is present, then you have to write tetrakis. Don't take it otherwise. ठीक है, गलत भाव में मत ले लो इसको, ये केमिस्ट्री की लैंग्वेज है. ठीक है. So when the name of ligand has a prefix such as a di, tri, tetra, then to avoid confusion, prefix di, bis for di, tris for tri, tetrakis for tetra are used to indicate the number of ligand present. And this you will follow in case of ethylene diamine. In case of diene you have to follow this rule, and in case of triene you have to follow. ठीक है, समझ में आया? चलो, then we will see the example. Suppose this cobalt complex is there. Suppose this cobalt complex is there and it has two types of ligand. En is there. En is ethylene diamine, and chloride is there, and counter anion also present. Counter anion present, that means this complex is cationic complex. This complex is cationic compound. Now while naming the cationic compounds, the ligand present inside the square bracket you have to write first. So two types of ligand. En, ethylene diamine is a neutral ligand. Ethyl diamine is a neutral ligand, and chloro is negative ligand. So order is you have to write first negative ligand. So dichloro, dichloro. Then you have to write ethylene diamine. Bis ethylene diamine. Dichloro, bis ethylene diamine. Don't write double M here. लास्ट लेक्चर में मैंने वो गलत बोल दिया था. डोंट राइट डबल एम. इथिलीन डायमाइन कोबाल्ट, देन नेम ऑफ मेटल. इथिलीन डायमाइन कोबाल्ट, नेम ऑफ मेटल, ऑक्सीडेशन स्टेट, एंड आफ्टर द ऑक्सीडेशन स्टेट you have to write the name of counter anion. So it is chloride. So IUPAC nomenclature for this complex is dichloro bis ethylene diamine. So you have, don't write here di, don't write di, you have to write bis. Dichloro bis ethylene diamine cobalt dash dash chloride. Oxidation state is +3. Why +3? Oxidation state is +3. So here 2 negative charge, here 1 negative charge, total 3 negative charge. Overall charge on the complex is 0. That means cobalt is showing +3 oxidation state. Cobalt is showing +3 oxidation state. Now we will see dichloro. See here, dichloro bis ethylene diamine single M cobalt 3 chloride. No, ethylene diamine does not have minus charge. Grisha, ethylene diamine is a neutral ligand. Ethylene diamine is a neutral ligand. Please remember, if you see, this is the structure. क्या structure है? CH2. This is CH2 in it. This is also CH2 in it. Diamines are, 2 amines are there. NH2, NH2. no negative charge. It is a neutral compound. It is a neutral ligand, and this lone pair is present. This lone pair, it can donate to the metal and forms a coordinate bond. I have told you. I have told you. So name of this compound is dichloro bis ethylene diamine cobalt 3 chloride. Dichloro bis ethylene diamine cobalt 3 chloride. Okay, understood. चलो समझ में आया. Grisha is saying okay sir, thank you, very good. चलो, then we will go to the next point. Next point is bridging group or bridging ligand. Next point is what? Bridging group or bridging ligand. Write down the name of next point. Bridging group and or bridging ligands. Definition of bridging group or bridging ligand. क्या definition है? See the definition here. Monodentate ligand simultaneously coordinate with two or more metal atom. If a monodentate ligand which simultaneously binds with two or more metal atom, then such ligand is called as a bridging ligand. Then such ligand is called as bridging ligand, and the complex is called as a bridging complex. And the complex is called as bridging complex. For example, this complex. For example, this complex Fe2Cl6. It is a bridging complex. For example, Fe2Cl6, it is a bridging complex. Now, why it is bridging complex? What is the structure of this complex? Here, 2 iron is present. 2 iron means it is a polycentric. 2 iron means it is a polycentric compound, or it is also called as a polynuclear compound. Polycentric or polynuclear. This is one nucleus and this is another nucleus. 2 iron A, so it is called as a polynuclear compound. And 6 chlorides are there. So chloride is here, one chloride is here, another chloride is here, fourth chloride is here, and 1 2 3 4 4 we have given. So 2 chlorides are here. 2 chlorides are here. And these 2 chlorides, they are bridged between these 2 iron atom. These 2 chlorides, they are bridged between these chloride atom. ठीक है? So it is called as a bridged chloride. It is called as a bridged chloride. So how many bridged chlorides are there? Bridged chlorides 4, and these 4 chlorides, they are called as a terminal chloride. These 4 chlorides, they are called as a terminal chloride. So bridge are 2 bridged chlorides and 4 terminal chloride is present. ये दोनों bridge है और ये 4, they are present at the terminal. So that's why they are called as a terminal chloride, and 2 are bridged chlorides, and this complex is called as a bridging complex, and this chloride is called as a bridging ligand. Why this chloride is called as a bridging ligand? So it acts as a bridge in between these 2 iron atom. It is forming a bridge in 2 iron atom, in between a 2 iron atom. That's why it is called as a bridging group. Here chloride is called as a bridging group or bridging ligand. Understood the concept of bridging ligand or bridging groups? Yes or no? Yes or no? Bridging group or bridging ligand समझ में आया है नहीं है? अगर समझ में आया है, then we will move forward. We will use this concept to complete the octet metal form bridging complex. Very good. So as to complete octet, not octet, this octet theory is not applicable here, but we can explain this complex on the basis of CFT, on the basis of MOT. We can say MOT, we can accept this, explain this complex or formation of this complex on the basis of MOT, molecular orbital theory. Octet theory is not applicable here, because what happens, octet theory does not consider the vacant d orbital which is present in iron atom. So iron atom has vacant d orbital, so they can accept the electrons from chlorine atoms into that vacant d orbital. ठीक है? तो this is the case. ठीक है, चलो. सो इफ यू अंडरस्टूड, वी विल गो टू द नेक्स्ट पॉइंट. दिस इज ब्रिजिंग ग्रुप एंड ब्रिजिंग ligands. If bridging ligand is present, then that complex is called as a bridging complex. For example, Fe2Cl6. Then we have to give the names to the bridging complex. You have to give the names to the bridging complex. ठीक है, आप लोगों को ब्रिजिंग कॉम्प्लेक्स का कॉम्प्लेक्स को आईयूपैक नोमेनक्लेचर देना है. तो उसका एक ही रूल है, रूल ऑफ ब्रिजिंग ligands. Bridging ligands are indicated by prefix mu. This is not mu actually, mu is like this. Mu is like this. ठीक है, here I have shown. Here I have shown. The bridging ligands are indicated by prefix mu, mu. This is the only one rule you have to remember. This is the only one rule you have to remember. Which rule? Whatever the bridging ligand is present, forget about the number. If two numbers are there, then you have to write mu diimido. If two bridging ligand, but this bridging ligand is suppose different. For example, NH is present and chloro is present, then you have to write mu imide, mu chloro. Before the each bridging ligand you have to write this mu. Before the each bridging ligand you have to write the mu, mu. So for example, you have to give the name for this compound. This is a cationic complex, positive charge. That means it is a cationic complex, and you have to follow the rules for cationic complexes. So while naming the cationic complexes, you have to write down the ligands which are present inside the square bracket. You have to write the ligands which are present in the inside the square bracket. Now यहाँ पे ये square bracket है, दिख रहा है आप लोगों को? यहाँ पे एक square bracket है और यहाँ पे एक square bracket है. So square bracket के अंदर के जितने भी कुछ ligand है, forget about the type, positive, negative, neutral, आपको उन लोगों का नाम देना है. ठीक है, कौन से ligand है अभी यहाँ पे? Ammonia is there. Ammonia is there. How many amines? Here 4 amines are there, and here 4 ammonia is there. ठीक है, now this NH is there and it is a bridging ligand. NH is there, it is a bridging ligand. These amines, they are terminal. These amines, they are terminal ligand. These amines are terminal ligands, and this NH, they are bridged ligand. They are bridge ligand. What is the name of this NH? It is called as imido. It is called as imido. It is called as imido. क्या बोलते हैं उसको? NH 2 minus charge इस पे NH, and the name of this ligand is imido. Imido. क्या नाम है उसका? Imido. कौन से? 2 imido groups are there. So ammonia is there and imido is there. Ammonia is neutral ligand and imido is negative ligand. So you have to follow the order. You have to write negative ligand first. You have to write negative ligand first. क्या लिखना है आपको? First you have to write the negative ligands. First you have to write the negative ligands. So negative ligand is imido. कितने imido ligands है? 2 imido ligands है. How many imido ligands is present? 2, but they are bridge. They are bridge. So you have to write mu symbol before them. So here I have written mu diimido. Here I have written mu diimido. Then you have to write the neutral ligand. Neutral ligands are ammonia. How many ammonia? 4. This 4 and this 4. So total 8. So octaamine. 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 Mu diimido octaamine. Then name of metals. Cobalt is metal. How many cobalt is there? How many cobalt? 2 cobalt. So dicobalt. Mu diimido octaamine. Mu diimido octaamine dicobalt ion. Mu diimido octaamine dicobalt ion. Oxidation state is +3. Oxidation state is +3. Now how this +3 comes? You calculate on your own. ठीक है, अगर नहीं आ रहा है, कोई प्रॉब्लम है, then ask me, I will tell you in the next lecture. ठीक है. So this is the rules for bridging ligands. This is the rules for bridging ligands. समझ में आ रहा है सब लोगों को? Yes or no? Yes, very good, very good. So what we have discussed today? We have discussed the rules for cationic complexes. We have discussed rules for cationic complexes. Then we have discussed the rules for non-ionic complexes. Then we have discussed the bridging ligands. We have discussed the how to give or how to name the prefix also in case of en, diene and triene ligand. In case of en, diene and triene, and in the last we have discussed the bridging ligands and rules for or how to give the name to the bridging compounds. With this I think we will stop here. If you have any problem, any doubt, any difficulty, you can ask me in next 5 minutes. I will try to answer here only. Otherwise you can ask me your doubts on Google Classroom also. There also I am active. If you ask anything, I will give answer to you in Google Classroom also. So in the next lecture we will discuss 3 points. Geometrical isomers we will discuss, optical isomers we will discuss, and point of attachment we will discuss. And we will see some general examples. We will see some general examples in the next lecture. ठीक है, चलो कुछ प्रॉब्लम है तो आप लोग जल्दी से बोल सकते हो. After this lecture I will active the links for your attendance. That link will be active for only 15 minutes. You are present over there. आपको sir, I couldn't mark myself present yesterday. Don't worry Grisha, I know you very well. You was there, I know. I will mark for you. Don't worry. I'm Jay, I know you also. Don't worry about that. Chalo, any problem? Any problem? Don't ask me about attendance. Huh? Attendance is not problem. Prachi is saying what is the name of NO? It is also called as a nitronium, nitrosonium, no problem. Krishna Priya is saying thank you sir. Chalo, that means Neha Singh is what is saying. Neha Singh, download Google Sheet. No need to download Google Sheet, you just open it. In some cases it is called as a nitrosyl cation also. In some cases, Prachi, it is also called as a nitrosyl cation. If you write nitrosyl also, no problem. Nitrosonium is also correct. Nitronium is also correct. Okay. If you have any problem, so no problem. If you are free in this week, we will continue our lecture. If you are free, Then we will continue our lecture at 3:30. Tell me. Deepak is saying no, sir. Deepak is very busy. Hmm? If you tell me one day before, sir, this day we are free, uh, I will prepare my lecture. I will prepare my lecture, and we will conduct that lecture. Okay. But you have to tell me one day before, because our conventional teaching, that is blackboard and white chalk, in that case I am always prepared. In that case I am always prepared. But this online teaching, I have to prepare the PowerPoint presentation. That's why I need some times for that. So you tell me one day before, I will conduct. ठीक है. चलो. So with this we will stop here. Thank you very much. Have a very good evening to you all. चलो. Thank you.